Hello, Dolphins fans. All right, Dolphins fans, let's be real. It's not every day that we get excited about a game where a backup quarterback is making his starting debut. But here we are, and it's time to cheer on Tyler Huntley as he leads the Miami Dolphins against the Tennessee Titans on Monday Night Football. Hit that like button and let's keep going. This isn't the season we hoped for, and it's certainly not the position we want to be in. But hey, we're Dolphins fans. We stick with our team no matter what. And tonight, it's all about seeing what Huntley can do. The big question is, can he be the spark this offense desperately needs? Let's take a look at what we can see from him, and I have 4 bold predictions for you ahead of his Dolphins debut. Listen, we know Huntley has legs, and we know he's not afraid to use them. If head coach Mike McDaniel is smart, he will play to Huntley's strengths and make sure this game plan is built around his mobility. We need to get the run game going early, and with the Titans likely stacking the box to stop the run, that will create some opportunities for Huntley to make some big plays with his feet. Designing some rollouts, read options, or even letting him run when the pocket collapses could be key to moving the chains and opening up the offense. The Titans will bring the pressure, so let's hope McDaniel unlocks Huntley's full potential as a dual threat. One thing we noticed last week against Seattle was Skylar Thompson's hesitation to make those deep throws. Huntley, on the other hand, likely won't have that issue. He's a gunslinger at heart, and I expect to see him buy time in the pocket and then throw it downfield to our star wideouts Tyreek Hill and Jalen Waddle. The Titans secondary has shown vulnerability against quick receivers, and if Huntley can extend plays with his legs, we should see some fireworks in the passing game. The key is for him to stay calm, keep his eyes downfield, and trust that Hill and Waddle can make plays. He just needs to get the ball in their hands. It's a bold call, but I'm confident. Look, the Dolphins have struggled to put points on the board lately. The offense has been stagnant, and field goals aren't going to cut it if we want to turn this season around. Huntley's ability to read the defense quickly and make quick decisions could give us a much-needed boost in the red zone. But that can only happen if the offensive line holds up and McDaniel gives Huntley better play calling than we saw last week. If Huntley can keep the chains moving and hit his targets when he needs to, we'll see him put up some touchdowns on the scoreboard, something this team desperately needs. I know, it's risky to be optimistic right now. But there's something about this situation that makes me believe the Dolphins will rally around Huntley and break through. Miami is already in a tough spot at 1-2, and losing to the Titans would dig an even deeper hole for us in the AFC East and the wild card race. But I think this team is ready to respond. I expect to see both the offense and defense play with a chip on their shoulders, and I see Huntley putting the team on his back, using his legs to buy time and making the most of every opportunity that comes his way. If he can avoid turnovers and keep the offense moving, it will give our defense a chance to play aggressively and make some important stops against the Titans team that has been turnover-prone this year. If the defense can contain the Titans' running game and force some mistakes from their young quarterback, and if Huntley can deliver on his side of the ball, I see the Dolphins coming away with a hard-earned victory. It won't be easy, but it's a game we can win if we play to our strengths and execute the game plan. All right, Dolphins fans, what do you think? Are you excited to see what Tyler Huntley can do? Do you believe he can lead the Dolphins to a win, or do you think it will be another tough night? It's official. Tyler Huntley will be the Dolphins' starting quarterback on Monday Night Football against the Tennessee Titans. With Tua Tagovailoa still recovering from a concussion and Skylar Thompson out due to a chest injury suffered last week against the Seahawks, head coach Mike McDaniel has had to make another adjustment at the QB position. And who gets the call? It's none other than Huntley, a recent addition to the team. For those unfamiliar, Huntley joined the Dolphins practice squad just a few weeks ago after stints with the Ravens and Browns. This guy has experience, having appeared in 20 regular season games and even earned Pro Bowl honors in 2022. Yes, you heard that right, Pro Bowl. This came after replacing Lamar Jackson and showing enough skill to get noticed around the league. He has 1,957 passing yards, 8 TDs, and 7 INTs to go along with 509 rushing yards and 3 scores. This dual threat ability is something our offense could really use to breathe life into. Coach McDaniel made it clear that Huntley has impressed the team in practice, saying, "One thing that has been extremely obvious since he's been here is his ability to lead and understand what it takes to beat his teammates." That's huge coming from the head coach and shows the kind of confidence they have in him right now. Of course, the real question is how that will translate on the field against the Titans. The Dolphins badly need a win to keep pace in the AFC East, and the stakes couldn't be higher. Huntley will be looking to make a statement and show that he's more than just a stopgap option. He'll have Tim Boyle to back him up, as Thompson is still dealing with his own injury issues. This game could set the tone for the rest of the season, and Huntley has a big opportunity ahead of him. So, Dolphins fans, what do you think? Will Huntley deliver a standout performance under the bright lights of Monday Night Football? Or will the Dolphins continue to struggle without their QB Tua? Alright, Dolphins fans, there's one big question mark heading into tonight's game. Will Raheem Mostert play? If you've been following along, you know Mostert hasn't been on the field since Week 1 against the Jaguars. And that's been a huge blow to our offense. Last year, Mostert was a force to be reckoned with. He had one of his best seasons in the league, running with speed and power even into his 30s, a feat few running backs can accomplish. But this season? It's been a rough start for him. Mostert injured his chest during the second half of the Week 1 win and has been out ever since. We've definitely missed his explosiveness out of the backfield. While he did return to practice before Week 3, he ended up not playing in that tough loss to the Seahawks. And now, heading into Week 4, it's still up in the air whether we'll see him back in action tonight against the Titans. It's frustrating, no doubt. But the Dolphins have been cautious with him, and maybe that's the right decision. Mostert's health is critical for the long term, especially as the season progresses and the games get tougher. The good news is that we have ample cap space at running back, and that's not something many teams can say. Devon Achane, Jalen Wright, and Jeff Wilson Jr. are more than capable of stepping up and carrying the load if Mostert isn't 100%. If there's even a shred of doubt about Mostert's readiness to play tonight, it might be smarter for Coach McDaniel to keep him out. We want him to be healthy for the second half of the season, without risking aggravation or rain jury in Week 4. But if Mostert does dress and take the field, we're likely looking at a limited role, perhaps a play-counting situation where he only sees the ball on important or situational plays. Miami has a unique situation where it can afford to be patient. Our running back core is arguably the deepest position on the roster right now, and that gives McDaniel the luxury of not having to rush Mostert back before he's ready. Achane has shown flashes of brilliance, and Wilson Jr. is a solid, veteran presence who knows how to get the job done. So Dolphins fans, if you're waiting for the official word, keep an eye out about an hour before kickoff. That's when we'll get the final list of inactives, and we'll know for sure whether or not Mostert will be on the field. Miami and Tennessee kick off at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time tonight as part of ESPN's Monday Night Football doubleheader. Now, what do you guys think? Should Mostert play if he's even a little questionable, or should we let the young guys handle the backfield and give him more time to recover? Leave your thoughts in the comments below. And as always, if you enjoyed the video, be sure to hit like and subscribe. Let's keep the conversation going, and as always, go Dolphins!